Stop wasting money on eye drops. Eat this #1 fruit before bed every night. How much have you spent on eye drops this year? $30? And how much better is your vision? I'm going to guess, not much. Because here's what the eye drop industry will never put on their packaging. Eye drops don't fix your eyes. They mask the symptoms. Dry eyes, blurry vision, burning, redness. These are not problems caused by a lack of eye drops. They are signals. Your eyes are telling you something is going wrong inside, at the cellular level, and no amount of artificial tears is going to stop what's coming. But tonight, before you go to bed, there is one fruit you can eat that has been clinically shown to do something no eye drop on the market can do. It crosses the blood-retinal barrier. It feeds your photoreceptor cells directly. It rebuilds the macular pigment that protects your central vision. And it does all of this while you sleep, during the exact hours your eyes do their deepest repair work. I'm Dr. Victor Hale, and in the next few minutes I'm going to show you exactly what this fruit is, why it works, and why your eye doctor has probably never once mentioned it. Stay with me. Your vision depends on it. Before I reveal the fruit, I need you to understand something critical about how your eyes actually age. Most people think vision loss is inevitable. They think blurry vision, macular degeneration, cataracts, and dry eyes are just part of getting older, something you manage with glasses, drops, and eventually surgery. That is not true. Your retina, the thin layer of tissue at the back of your eye responsible for converting light into vision, is made up of living cells, photoreceptor cells, cone cells, rod cells, and like every living cell in your body, they can be nourished, protected, and even repaired. The problem is oxidative stress. Every day, your eyes are exposed to UV light, blue light from screens, pollution, and inflammatory foods. This creates free radicals, unstable molecules that attack and destroy your retinal cells one by one. Over time, this is what causes macular degeneration, the #1 cause of blindness in adults over 50, cataracts, clouding of the lens, diabetic retinopathy, vision loss caused by blood sugar damage, dry eye syndrome, inflammation destroying your tear glands, night blindness, loss of rod cell function. Now here is the key. There exists a group of plant compounds called carotenoids and anthocyanins that are the most powerful antioxidants specifically designed to protect the human eye. They concentrate directly in retinal tissue. They filter harmful blue light, they rebuild macular pigment, and they reduce the inflammatory cascade that destroys photoreceptor cells. And the single richest natural source of these compounds is the fruit I'm about to show you. The #1 fruit for eye health, backed by more clinical research than any other single food on the planet for vision, is bilberry. You may have heard of it, you may have dismissed it, but after what I'm about to tell you, I promise you will never dismiss it again. Bilberry, Vaccinium myrtillus, is a small dark blue berry, native to northern Europe and parts of Asia. It looks like a blueberry, but it is nutritionally in a completely different league. Here's the story that started it all, and most people have never heard this. During World War II, British Royal Air Force pilots noticed something extraordinary. Pilots who regularly ate bilberry jam before their nighttime missions reported dramatically sharper night vision than those who didn't. The British military took notice. They began investigating. What they found launched decades of scientific research into bilberry and eye health that continues to this day. So what makes bilberry so uniquely powerful for your eyes? 3 things. Reason #1, anthocyanins. The retina's bodyguard bilberry contains the highest concentration of anthocyanins of any fruit on Earth, up to 300–700 milligrams per 100 grams. Anthocyanins are the dark blue-purple pigments that give bilberry its color. And in the human eye, they do something remarkable. They bind directly to rhodopsin, the light-sensitive protein in your rod cells responsible for night vision and low-light vision. This binding accelerates the regeneration of rhodopsin after it is broken down by light exposure. In simple terms, bilberry helps your eyes recover from light damage faster. It sharpens your vision in low light, and it protects your rod cells from the oxidative destruction that leads to night blindness. A 2012 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that anthocyanin supplementation from bilberry extracts significantly improved night vision and visual acuity in participants over a 4-week period. Reason #2, Macular pigment protection. Your macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision, is protected by a thin layer of pigment made up of two carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin. This macular pigment acts like built-in sunglasses for your eye. It filters damaging blue light before it reaches and destroys your photoreceptor cells. As you age, this macular pigment thins. This is the primary driver of age-related macular degeneration, the condition that causes central vision to blur and eventually disappear. Bilberry is exceptionally rich in compounds that stimulate the production and density of macular pigment. Multiple clinical trials, including a landmark study from the European Journal of Ophthalmology, found that regular bilberry consumption measurably increased macular pigment optical density in participants, providing a direct protective effect against macular degeneration. No eye drop does this. No prescription drug rebuilds macular pigment, but bilberry does. Reason #3, ocular blood flow. Here is something almost nobody talks about, and it may be the most important factor in long-term vision health. Your retina is the most metabolically active tissue in your entire body. It requires more oxygen per unit of tissue than even your heart muscle. This oxygen is delivered through a complex network of tiny blood vessels called the choroidal vasculature. When these vessels narrow due to inflammation, high blood pressure, or oxidative damage, your retinal cells begin to starve. This is the hidden mechanism behind most progressive vision loss conditions. Bilberry anthocyanins have been shown to strengthen capillary walls, reduce vascular inflammation, and improve microcirculation throughout the ocular tissue. A clinical study published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology found that bilberry extract significantly improved ocular blood flow in patients with normal tension glaucoma, one of the most difficult eye conditions to treat. Better blood flow to your retina means more oxygen. More oxygen means healthier photoreceptor cells. Healthier cells means preserved vision. Now, why specifically before bed? This is the part most people don't know, and it matters enormously. Your eyes do the majority of their cellular repair work during sleep, specifically during deep sleep cycles between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. During these hours, intraocular pressure naturally drops, allowing nutrients to flow more freely into retinal tissue. Rhodopsin regeneration peaks. Your rod cells rebuild their light-sensing proteins. Inflammatory cytokines are cleared from ocular tissue. Antioxidant pathways in the retina are most active when you eat bilberry 1 to 2 hours before bed. The anthocyanins are absorbed and circulating in your bloodstream precisely when your eyes enter their deepest repair cycle. You are essentially delivering the most powerful eye protective compounds on Earth to your retina at the exact moment your retina is most capable of using them. This is not a coincidence. This is strategic nutrition. Now let's talk practically. How do you actually add bilberry to your nightly routine? Option 1. Fresh or frozen bilberries. Fresh bilberries are available in specialty stores, European markets, and increasingly in health food stores across North America. Frozen bilberries are just as nutritionally potent. Freezing does not destroy anthocyanins. The clinical dose used in most studies is 60 to 160 grams per day, roughly half a cup to 1 full cup of fresh or frozen berries. Eat them 1-2 hours before bed, plain or blended into a small smoothie, no added sugar. Option 2. Bilberry supplement extract. If fresh or frozen bilberries are unavailable in your area, standardized bilberry extract is an excellent alternative. Look for a supplement standardized to 36% anthocyanins. This is the concentration used in most clinical research. A dose of 160–480 milligrams of standardized bilberry extract taken before bed mirrors the therapeutic doses used in studies. Important: not all bilberry supplements are equal. Look for third-party tested brands with a certificate of analysis. Avoid cheap products with no standardization listed on the label. Option 3. Bilberry jam. Traditional. Remember those RAF pilots? They were eating bilberry jam. While jam has reduced anthocyanin content due to heating and added sugar, high-quality bilberry preserves with no added sugar, particularly Scandinavian brands, still retain meaningful amounts of the active compounds. This is the least optimal option, but still better than nothing. Bilberry is the #1 fruit for eye health, but you can dramatically amplify the results by combining it with these 4 supporting fruits. 2. Blueberries. Blueberries are bilberries' close cousin, lower in anthocyanins but far more accessible. They share many of the same ocular benefits and are one of the most studied fruits for reducing the risk of macular degeneration. If you cannot find bilberry, blueberries are your best available alternative. Eat 1 cup daily. 3. Papaya. Papaya is extraordinarily rich in zeaxanthin, one of the 2 primary compounds that build macular pigment. A single cup of papaya provides more zeaxanthin than almost any other whole food. Studies show that regular papaya consumption measurably increases macular pigment density within 12 weeks. Eat it in the evening. The zeaxanthin absorbs better with the small amount of fat naturally present in papaya. 4. Goji berries. Traditional Chinese medicine has prescribed goji berries for eye health for over 2,000 years. Modern science confirms why. Goji berries are the single richest food source of zeaxanthin on Earth, containing up to 10 times more than spinach per gram. A 2011 study in optometry and vision science found that daily goji berry consumption significantly increased plasma zeaxanthin levels and protected macular cells from oxidative damage. A small handful before bed is all you need. 5. KIYG. Kiwi is perhaps the most underrated eye health food available. 1 kiwi contains more vitamin C than an orange, and vitamin C is one of the primary antioxidants concentrated in the aqueous humor of your eye, protecting your lens from the oxidative damage that causes cataracts. A 14-year study tracking over 30,000 participants found that high vitamin C intake was associated with a 33% reduction in cataract risk. Eat 2 kiwis before bed. Simple, cheap, and extraordinarily effective. Here is an honest research-based timeline for what you can expect when you begin eating bilberry every night. Week 1-2. Most people notice improved visual comfort, less eye fatigue after screen time, reduced dryness and irritation, slightly better adaptation to darkness. These early changes are driven by improved rhodopsin regeneration and reduced ocular inflammation. Week 3-4. Night vision improvement becomes more noticeable. Halos around lights at night may reduce. Color contrast and sharpness often improves, particularly in low-light conditions. Month 2-3. Measurable improvement in macular pigment density begins. This requires consistent intake over time. For those with early-stage macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy, reduction in visual distortion has been reported in multiple studies at the 90-day mark. Month 3-6. Long-term retinal protection is established. The cumulative antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect of consistent bilberry consumption creates a measurable protective barrier against age-related vision decline. Important: these are population-level findings from clinical research. Your individual results will depend on your current eye health, diet, lifestyle, and consistency. This is not a cure for any diagnosed eye condition. Let me ask you something. If I told you that for less than $5 a week, you could feed your retinal cells the most powerful protective compound science has ever identified for human vision, would you do it? Of course you would. That is exactly what bilberry gives you, night after night, while you sleep. You have spent years buying eye drops that do nothing for the actual health of your eyes. You have squinted at screens, struggled in dark restaurants, held your phone closer and closer, and told yourself it's just aging. It doesn't have to be that way. The research is real. The mechanism is understood. The results in clinical trials are consistent, and the fruit is available right now in your local health food store, online, or as a supplement at any pharmacy. The only thing standing between you and better vision tonight is a decision. Here is exactly what I want you to do right now. Step 1. Write down the word bilberry right now. On your hand, your phone, a piece of paper, anywhere. Don't let yourself forget this before you go to the store. Step 2. Tonight before bed, eat half a cup of bilberries or blueberries. Just start. Don't wait for the perfect supplement or the perfect time. Start tonight. Step 3. Share this video with someone over 50 in your life, a parent, a sibling, a friend who is struggling with their vision. You could genuinely change the course of their eye health. Hit that share button right now. It takes 3 seconds. Step 4. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Every single week, I break down the clinical research on natural foods and their impact on your health in language that is clear, honest, and actually useful. No fluff, no selling, just science. Step 5. Drop a comment below answering this question. What is your biggest eye health concern right now? Blurry vision? Night blindness? Dry eyes? Macular degeneration? Tell me, because your answer will shape the videos I make next. I read every comment personally. Your eyes have been working for you every single second of your life. It is time to start working for them. I'm Dr. Victor Hale. Start tonight, and I will see you in the next video.